Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
He takes one of those coveted seats because you guys are role models for many. लोगों को समझ नहीं आती कि भाई B.Com के बाद MBA करना चाहिए, BSc के बाद MBA करना चाहिए.
So I believe आप किसी भी background से आओ, doesn't matter. If you have a knack for learning new things, learning new skills, working on yourself, working on your personality, I think MBA is for you. So doesn't matter if you are an engineer or not an engineer. अपने बिल्कुल पता होने चाहिए. That's key. Like you should know your strengths, you should know your weaknesses, and you should play.
Hi everyone, I've got Shefali with me. Shefali, welcome to the Real Humans of B School.
Hi, thank you so much.
Shefali, let's come to the point. You are a non-engineer. You've cracked CAT. You tried IIT. You screwed IIT. No, IIT screwed you. Something happened, and you both parted ways. But तूने बोला अभी तो मुझे Indian नाम resume के अंदर लेके आना, and you are at IIM Shillong right now at Indian Instrument. Super duper congratulations first of all. It's a great thing, and I feel very proud when a non-engineer comes and he takes one of those coveted seats because you guys are role models for many. लोगों को समझ नहीं आती कि भाई B.Com के बाद MBA करना चाहिए, BSc के बाद MBA करना चाहिए. They don't understand that. And first of all, how did you come to know you were pursuing your economics majors in DU, and तेरे को अक्कल कहाँ पे आई कि चल यार अभी I should go for an MBA, or it was later on when you start working?
Right. So honestly, I believe MBA is not for just engineers. Everybody can do MBA, and because it is such a diverse course, like it has bits of law, it has bits of general financial knowledge, it has a lot of commercial knowledge. So I believe आप किसी भी background से आओ, doesn't matter. If you have a knack for learning new things, learning new skills, working on yourself, working on your personality, I think MBA is for you. So doesn't matter if you're an engineer or not an engineer.
Non-engineers का maths में थोड़ी लग जाती है. How was your maths? Were you always great at it, or you thought like करना चाहिए नहीं करना चाहिए?
See, class 12th tak I managed. Okay, but then when I started preparing for CAT after the graduation years, it's difficult to kind of go back to that flair you had. And I was never like very much interested in maths also. So it's like, when I started preparing, I knew this is a weak point and this can probably bring me down. So I worked on other things also like verbal and DILR, but quant is something I took it in both my hands, and day and night मैंने एक topic उठा के पढ़ा है. And there were some things I was extremely good at, like arithmetic is good. So वहाँ मुझे clearly पता था कि इधर मैं manage कर लूँगी. Places like some questions like geometry really got me. So मैंने geometry उठा के फिर करा है पूरा.
I remember you telling me that sir triangle करना है तो एक triangle उठा लिया और मैं लग गई और बस आज तो triangle निपटा के निकलूंगी बाहर.
Exactly. तो I think अपने बिल्कुल पता होने चाहिए. That's key. Like you should know your strengths, you should know your weaknesses, and you should play with both. So strengths ऐसा नहीं है कि बिल्कुल छोड़ दो side में. It's not like if I'm good in verbal, I will just not study it. I used to read a lot, and especially वो Hindu के tutorials सब बोलते हैं editorial.
Yeah.
So वो तो मैंने रोज पढ़े हैं. I used to make notes, new words के लिए I made a separate copy, and उसके meanings every day, just read it once so that you just remember at the back of your head.
Right.
And I also believe that quick maths really helped me out, knowing basic squares till 30 or cubes till 15, 20. It really helps. As like silly as it might sound, it really helps. So knowing your tables, knowing your squares, knowing your cubes is extremely important.
यार तू शिफाली इतना सही बात कर रही ना यार. ये please all the non-engineers who are listening to us right now, please understand. जब तुमने स्क्वायर और क्यूब तुम्हारे दिमाग में रट्टा लग जाता ना, you become a slightly mathematical bent of mind बनना शुरू हो जाता है तुम्हारा कि यार देखो मैथ समझ आ रहा है. Once you know कि 1 by 9 is 11.11 or 1 by 11 is 9.09, and you feel comfortable यार. हाँ यार ये तो मेरे को आ रहा है. वो बहुत important है, right?
Absolutely. When you read at the question also, तुम्हें idea आने लग जाता है कि probably ये तो percentage में convert करके यूं हो जाएगा. So I think हर चीज के लिए calculator निकालना is not actually feasible in an exam like CAT. So you need to know your numbers. That's for sure.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. And during the entire preparation, everything was smooth. जब तू पढ़ रही थी तो बस सब कुछ दिया कैट एक ही बार में हो गया छक्के मार दिए मॉक्स वॉक्स जब तू दे रही थी were you a little bit under did you cry ever during your preparation?
Yes, I'll be very honest. Yes. There came a time when I just threw my notebook and I was like, "ये नहीं होगा," because it is stressful, when a lot of people also especially know that you're preparing for CAT, so there is that added pressure as well. And you have to prove yourself to yourself first, according to me, before proving anything to anybody else. So you should always, like, whenever you're broken, you gather yourself up, and the next time you try it, you try harder. So that's what I have learned. And yeah, there will be times when you feel low, you feel that you cannot do it, but that you can always do it. So
ये
that's
वही
just
लड़की है ये वही लड़की जो बिट्स पिलानी एग्जाम बिट्स के एग्जाम के पहले अंदर घुसने के पहले डैड को बोल के गई थी डैड मुझे जाना ही नहीं अंदर और डैड भी इसका मस्त है डैड डैड इसके डैड को मुझे मिलना है वैसे डैड बोल रहा है कोई गल नहीं चिल और ये वही बंदी है who was a fighter and who gave in between up and said मुझे ये नहीं करना है and then she cracked right now and now she's doing an amazing placement in one of the great companies along with other guys from Ahmedabad and Bangalore and Calcutta. This is so amazing. Shefali, you're a role model for many. Any parting thought that you have for all these people who are listening to you? A भी BCom BMS है यार, ये भी BSc Economics है, इनको भी जाना है अंदर, but something is stopping them. What's your parting thoughts to all of these people?
right. I think if you really want to do it, just go for it, no matter which background you come from. And I would just suggest, as to make your journey easier when you're preparing, never give up on your hobbies. Uh, Even if you're studying 12 hours a day, 16 hours a day, find 1 hour for the thing you love. I did it with cooking, it really calmed me down. I learned cooking as well. So whenever I studied a lot for like 6 hours, 7 hours, I went back to something I really love, so that my mood eases off, the stress is gone, and then I can get fresh and get back to studying. So that's key. That's key. You should always keep yourself happy and contented with whatever you are doing. It's everything about you,
ये
nobody else.
बहुत अमेजिंग बंदी है यार ये थोड़ी ना डिफरेंट ही आदमी ये कूल कूल होने के लिए मेटालिका अगर रॉक बैंड में सुनता है मेरे तो दिमाग में ढन 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 घंटी बजती मैंने सुना बट एंड कुकिंग आल्सो सुनती थी आप थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर टाइम शिफाली यू आर ऑसम ऑन द रियल ह्यूमंस ऑफ बी स्कूल वी नीड मोर पीपल लाइक यू नो हु आर जेन्युइन टू अस एंड who can inspire my lot who are actually preparing for all these competitive exams. Thank you so much Shifali.
Thank you.